Right friends, welcome back to Questions and Answers General for 31st week. This is from 27th July to 2nd August. Let us look at the first question. Name the religious organization which gave the facility of opening demat accounts to receive donation of shares. If somebody wants to donate shares of Infosys, if someone wants to donate shares of Reliance Industries or any other company, they are most welcome at Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam or TTD in Andhra Pradesh. Lord Balaji or Lord Venkateshwara, whatever you call, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam recently took a decision to open up the facility of demat account so as to facilitate the persons whoever wants to donate shares to Lord Balaji, right? So the answer here is TTD. This is in Andhra Pradesh, Tirupati, right? Look into the next one. As per the news reports, 4 academics from India working in Sirte University were kidnapped allegedly by ISIS. Name the country. This is Libya. Libya is into severe strife and law and order situation in Libya is not satisfactory. There are 2 governments and several factions are working at several places. ISIS is active in one of the areas, and recently 4 persons from India were kidnapped in Libya and finally they were released. Answer here is Libya. Look into the next one. 336 kilometers of slurry pipeline is proposed to be led by Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited and National Mineral Development Corporation between Bailadilla to Visakhapatnam at a cost of approximately Rs 5,000 crores. This RINL, Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, all of you are well aware that Visakhapatnam Steel Plant or Vizag Steel comes under Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited. National Mineral Development Corporation, which is into the exploration of minerals, is headquartered in Hyderabad, and these 2 came together to lay 336 kilometers of a slurry pipeline from Bailadilla iron ore mines to Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Visakhapatnam is the coastal city of Andhra Pradesh and good port infrastructure is available around Visakhapatnam. One is Gangavaram port, other one is Visakhapatnam Port Trust. So exporting the ore from Visakhapatnam is very easy, and at the same time this can be used for expansion of industries around Visakhapatnam also. This Bailadilla, at present the ore is transported by railway line that is popularly called KK line, Kottavalsa Kirandul line. That line now carries iron ore from Bailadilla iron ore mines to Visakhapatnam, but it is choked at several places because of heavy traffic congestion. It is a single line at present. So 336 kilometer slurry pipeline is proposed to be led by RINL as well as NMDC, which will be at a cost of Rs 5,000 crores, and this Bailadilla is in Chhattisgarh. And this pipeline runs through 3 states. One is Chhattisgarh, second one is Odisha, third one is Andhra Pradesh. Look into the next one. Intelligence Bureau informed Union Home Ministry that 75 of the 203 non-major ports in the country are not provided with any security. Major ports, there are 12 major ports looked after by the Union Ministry of Shipping or central government. Non-major ports, that means minor and medium ports, are looked after by the respective state governments, and recently Intelligence Bureau informed Union Home Ministry that 75 of the 203 non-major ports, or you can say minor and intermediate ports in the country, are not provided with any security, because coastal security is very important. And in India, number of states having coastline. In India, 9 states have coastline. If you look at the east coast, it is West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. If you look at the west coast, it is starting from Kerala, Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra and Gujarat. So total 9 states have coastline in India, and the minor ports is the responsibility of state governments, please don't forget. German Chancellor Angela Merkel recently stated that she will run for the 4th term in 2017. Chancellor is the ruler of the country, and German's head Angela Merkel recently stated that she will contest for the 4th time in the elections of 2017, and she is the Chancellor since 2005, and she will contest for the 4th term as stated by Angela Merkel. And please don't forget, Helmut Kohl ruled Germany as Chancellor for 16 years. Right? Look into the next one. Name the country which raised the legal age for marriage from 14 years to 16 years recently. The country here is Spain. Please look into this map. And Spain recently raised the legal age of marriage from 14 to 16 years in line with its European peers. In line with the several countries in the European Union, recently Spain raised the legal age for marriage from 14 to 16 years. Name the country which started 10-day military exercises in South China Sea. In South China Sea, there is a territorial water dispute, and Taiwan, Brunei, Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia have got territorial water disputes with China, and under these circumstances, 10-day military exercises in South China Sea by China assumed significance. Does it lead to escalation of tensions? Because Philippines is with Japan as well as United States of America. Right? Look into the next one. Name the country which is planning to allow second child for all couples by the end of the year 2015. China, grey population is increasing, senior citizens are increasing day by day because China introduced one child norm in 1980, subsequently partially liberalized in the year 2013. Now by the end of 2015, China may go for allowing second child for all the couples because grey population is increasing. And please don't forget, as per the recent report, by the year 2022, India may overtake China in population. And as per another report, by the year 2050, China will have more than 400 million population who are 65 plus age group. Worried about these developments, China may allow second child for the couples. Look into the next one. 14 countries across Europe signed up to go for one car free day in September. In September, one day will be declared as car free day. People will not use cars. That is basically to check pollution. 14 countries signed, and important capitals like Lisbon, Budapest will go without cars, and the respective countries signed this, and 14 countries across Europe signed up to go for one car free day in September to fight pollution. Name the river where at least 29 people died when a cargo ship collided with a boat with the celebrations of an engagement party. Some engagement party people, they hired a boat, they are celebrating a party, engagement party in Nile river, and at the same time a cargo ship came and hit it. 29 people who are celebrating this engagement party lost their lives. This occurred in Egypt in Nile river. In Egypt in Nile river, this incident occurred. The central government has declared 7th August as National Handloom Day. Why so much importance? National Handloom Day was declared on 7th August because of the reason in the year 1905 on August 7th, Videshi or British goods were boycotted under the Swadeshi movement to commemorate that. This August 7th is declared as National Handloom Day, and the Prime Minister will launch this day in Chennai. Right friends, look into the next one. Name the cyclone that made a landfall in Bangladesh. The name of the cyclone is Komen, which caused widespread rain not only in Bangladesh and West Bengal and Odisha, in India also. Right friends, Mosquirix, the world's first vaccine against malaria. In the world, 200 million people are affected by malaria every year. Around 200 million people across the world, mostly in Sub-Saharan Africa. Every year, 200 million people are affected by malaria across the world, and most of them in Sub-Saharan Africa. Under these circumstances, Mosquirix, the world's first vaccine against malaria, was developed by GlaxoSmithKline. This is United Kingdom based pharmaceutical company. This is GlaxoSmithKline of UK. They spent around 360 million pounds, roughly 3,000 crores of rupees, for developing this Mosquirix. They spent 3,000 crores of rupees or 360 million pounds, and trials are going to be held shortly. This is manufactured by GlaxoSmithKline, and the trials will be held in Sub-Saharan African region. Due to the ban on Maggi instant noodles, Nestle India reported a loss of 64 crores of rupees during April-June 2015 quarter, first quarterly loss in 15 years. Because of the ban on Maggi noodles, during the past 15 years, first time it encountered quarterly loss. And the global CEO of Nestle is Paul Buicke. Please don't forget. And new head of Indian operations is Suresh Narayanan. Please don't forget. General Motors, recently its CEO Mary Barra met the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. General Motors committed $1 billion of fresh investment to consolidate their operations in India. Name the CEO of General Motors who met the Prime Minister recently. It is Mary Barra. They want to consolidate their operations. Overall, they want to spend $5 billion in countries like Brazil, Mexico, India, China, and as part of its consolidation plan across the world, they are going to spend $1 billion in our country. They want to consolidate their operations, and their market share at present in the country is not much. It is around 1.8% of total cars sold in the country, and under these circumstances, they want to consolidate their operations. Right friends, name the Indian writer who was found a place among the 13 international authors shortlisted for Man Booker Prize of 2015. For the Man Booker Prize of 2015, Indian author Anuradha Roy was shortlisted, and her book is Sleeping on Jupiter. And at the same time, Indian-born British author was shortlisted for his book Year of the Runaways. Right? This Year of the Runaways is talking about the difficulties faced by Indian migrant workers living in Britain. Right? Look into the next question. Amid the allegations of receiving $700 million, there were allegations of receiving $700 million from state investment funds. Name the country whose Prime Minister sacked his deputy and the Attorney General. Right? Fearing prosecution or fearing further inquiry, the Prime Minister Najib Razak in Malaysia sacked his deputy as well as Attorney General, and there were allegations that he received $700 million from the state investment funds. Friends, look into the next question. Former ruler Muammar Gaddafi's son was sentenced to death on charges of murder and genocide during the civil war in 2011. Colonel Gaddafi was the head of Libya for around 40 years. He was head of Libya probably from 1969 to 2011. He was Colonel Gaddafi, and his son now sentenced to death because of mass murders as well as the genocide. You may ask, what is genocide? The genocide is deliberately extincting one particular race, deliberately eliminating one particular community or one particular religion. That is genocide. On charges of murder as well as genocide, Colonel Gaddafi's son was sentenced to death. The country here is Libya. Gadhimai Temple Trust recently banned animal sacrifice during the rituals held in once in 5 years. Once in 5 years, a major festival, religious festival is held in the Gadhimai Temple. Gadhimai Temple is situated in Nepal. It is considered to be the place where the largest sacrifice of animals. In view of the festival, this festival will be held once in 5 years. This is a 300-year-old festival, and once in 5 years this festival will be held and animals will be sacrificed. And this is the largest sacrifice of animals of any religious congregation in the world. And good news, Gadhimai Temple Trust recently banned animal sacrifice during the rituals which are held in once in 5 years, and the next religious congregation is going to be held in 2019 without animal sacrifice. And please don't forget, recently Supreme Court also banned transportation of animals from India to Nepal for this festival. As per the data given by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, this is the data given by UNODC or United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. As in 2013, India's ratio of 138 policemen per 1 lakh population. India has got 138 policemen per 1 lakh population as per the UNODC report of 2013, and it is the 5th lowest among 71 countries. They have surveyed 71 countries, and out of 71 countries, it is the 5th lowest. Please don't forget, the answer here is 5th lowest. Mullah Muhammad Omar, chief of Taliban, who ruled Afghanistan from 1996 to 2001, was died, and he died 2 to 3 years ago, and his death was declared recently. He ruled Afghanistan from 1996 to 2001, and he died 2 to 3 years ago, and subsequent to the announcement of death, Mullah Mansoor is declared as the new chief of Taliban. Now, Pakistan is mediating between Taliban and Afghanistan in recent times so as to find a peaceful solution. Right? Look into the next one, the debris of MH370 aircraft. All of you are well aware, MH370 aircraft, this is Malaysian Airlines, from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, went missing in the month of March 2014, almost 17 months passed, and now its debris was found in the Reunion Island. And investigations are going on. This Reunion Island is close to Madagascar. Please look into this picture. This Reunion Island, you can say, is close to Africa in Indian Ocean, but this Reunion Island belongs to France. And it is not sure how the debris came such a long distance, as it is not in the route of Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. Now the investigation is going on. We will learn more about this during the 32nd week's lecture. Clive Rice, who died recently, was the former captain of South African cricket team. He was the first captain after the apartheid-free South Africa. Right? After the apartheid regime has gone, then subsequently for the cricket team, Clive Rice was the first captain. Please don't forget, he died recently. The Sri Lankan government signed an agreement with Google to cover the entire country with affordable high-speed internet. people are trying to give high speed internet in several ways. We have learnt about the Web 1 during the previous weeks. Web 1 is the constellation of low Earth orbit satellites. Around 700 satellites will give seamless connectivity across the world. Please look into this picture. This is a Google Loon balloon. With the help of balloons, it is planning to give high speed internet. And at the same time, Facebook is trying to give internet with drones. Facebook is trying to give internet at drones in remotest areas. And the answer here is the Sri Lanka government. The Sri Lankan government signed an agreement with Google to cover the entire country with affordable high-speed internet. Right, friends? Look into the next one. Dr. Suniti Solomon, who died recently, is the famous researcher in AIDS. And in the year 1986, she identified the first case in the country of AIDS, and Suniti Solomon died recently. She is the famous researcher in AIDS. Name the two countries which are planning to make IS-free zone in Syria. In Syria, Syria and Turkey has got a long border. Turkey has got long border with Syria, and now Turkey is into the war against ISIS. Now Turkey is planning to make ISIS free zone in Syria so as to accommodate the refugees, and USA and Turkey are planning to give this zone with free of ISIS. They may not make the entire country free of ISIS, but a zone can be made free of ISIS along the border of Turkey. That means several refugees, around 1.8 million refugees are in Turkey, and to accommodate them, this one zone of ISIS free is planning to be created in Syria along the border with Turkey. Right, friends, look into the next question. Cecil was in the news recently. It is a lion which was killed near Hwange National Park in Zimbabwe. It is probably 13-year-old animal, right? Quite tourist friendly, and it was killed in Zimbabwe near Hwange National Park. And there is a lot of hue and cry by the environmentalists, and this created a lot of uproar in the social media site also. And this Cecil, the lion which was killed near Hwange National Park, is in Zimbabwe. Look into the next one. For alleged manipulation of clinical trials. Because of the manipulation of clinical trials, right? Before any medicine is approved, clinical trials will be held. And in view of the manipulation of clinical trials, 700 generic drugs of GVK Biosciences were banned by European Commission. This GVK Biosciences is an India-based company, and the European Commission recently banned this firm because of alleged manipulation of clinical trials. International Tiger Day was celebrated on July 29th. This was decided in the year 2010 at the St. Petersburg Tiger Summit. It was decided in the year 2010 at the St. Petersburg Tiger Summit, and as such this was celebrated on July 29. Look into the next one. For its failure to enforce anti-money laundering rules, name the bank on which a fine of $1 million was slapped by Hong Kong Central Bank. State Bank of India in Hong Kong failed to properly follow anti-money laundering rules, and because of which $1 million fine was slapped by Hong Kong Central Bank. Answer here is State Bank of India. Name the person who was appointed Chairman of TRAI. TRAI is Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, started in the year 1997 with headquarters in New Delhi, and this TRAI Chairman newly appointed Ram Sevak Sharma. Ram Sevak Sharma is appointed as the new Chairman of TRAI, and he is at present IT Secretary, and he is appointed for a period of 3 years, please don't forget. name the person who is appointed the Vice President of Qualcomm as well as President of Qualcomm India. Vice President for Qualcomm as well as President of Qualcomm India. He is Sunil Lalwani, who has got 20 years of wide-ranging experience. Previously, he was with BlackBerry for some time, and please don't forget, Qualcomm is headquartered in San Diego, California, and it was founded in the year 1985. Please don't forget, Sunil Lalwani will be the Vice President and President of Qualcomm India. Recently, India has launched e-tourist visa facility for the nationals of China. When the Prime Minister visited China, he announced that e-tourist visa facility will be given for Chinese nationals, and as such, government has given e-tourist visa facility. People have to apply online, and once they come to our country through biometric authentication, visa will be granted. That is tourist visa, right? So this is all about tourist visa, and not only China, special administrative regions. Please don't forget, China has got two special administrative regions. One is Hong Kong and the other one is Macau, and for these two regions also this e-tourist facility was given recently. Look at the last question. Recently Facebook has unveiled a new compressed version of mobile app, Facebook Lite, which is of size 430 KB. That means it can be used in remotest areas where proper internet connection or sufficient bandwidth is not available, and the entry-level smartphones also can access this app. That's why it occupies just 430 KB. That is Facebook Lite. Please don't forget. Right friends, with this let us conclude questions and answers general. Please do join for Q&A banking. Have a nice day. Thank you.